Hey guys, Zoltan here and welcome to another video. In this one and in the following videos, my plan is to build the ultimate Pentium 3 machine. In a way, I prefer, let's just say that, I'm planning to do a hybrid of modern and retro parts. You can find several videos like that on the internet. Basically, this will be my approach to it. What you can see here is the ASUS TUSL2-C motherboard. And, well, that indicates that my plan is to use a 218 with a 133 MHz FSB. And I should have prepared it somewhere. Yep, it's right here, still in the box. But let's just quickly open it. Or slowly, whatever. Yeah, nice packaging, actually. Pins are looking just about fine, beautiful. I'm not sure if I can focus on it. I try. Yeah, pretty much. Intel Pentium 3-S, and it says SL5XL, which, yeah, basically the 218. It says 1.4 gigahertz, 512 kilobyte of cache, L2 cache, 133 megahertz FSB, and 1.45 volts for the V-core. So, really nice processor. This is the plan. So, and right now I have an 800 megahertz Pentium 3 processor in the system. And my plan is to use this larger cooler later on with the, well, fan connector. Unfortunately, for some reason, the fan connectors on the motherboard are not working, so I am forced to use where it is, sorry. Yeah, basically a Molex plug, little small fan. I think it was in a Pentium 1 machine or a 486 or something like that. Let me just move a camera a bit around and not to make that boring, the whole thing. So I have one of the 256 megabyte sticks, 133 megahertz RAM, and two of the 128 megabytes, so total 512. Unfortunately, this motherboard for some reason is not supporting more than this. I should have gone with a VIA chipset if I wanted like more memory in it, but I will go with Windows 98, older games, and this should be fine. So I'm going right now with an ASUS 7100. It's a GeForce 2 MX 400, a really cool one. In the GeForce 2 MX comparison video, which will come, I hope, one day, it will be included and it really matches the board. This won't be the final one. I want to start with the GeForce 3, but when it was just started smoking, I should have just captured in camera. It was scary. I just turned off the power and yeah, it was scary. Then I tested it with another graphics card, like a very simple one, and it was working. And I used the, the Pentium 3 600 megahertz to, well, test out the GeForce 3, and it was working as well. So I don't know what could be the problem. If you have any ideas, I would appreciate them. So here I have a Codegen, Codegen, something like that, power supply, 300 watts, and as I read all the details of amperages, it's pretty cool, close to the one I have in the Pentium 600MHz. It should be fine. I have seen some bad images and horrible cases with this power supply, but basically you can find the same stuff with any of those. So let me just turn it on, and I already walked away with the camera to some extreme places. What I do is just, use a screwdriver to turn it on. Beautiful. And I'm just reposition the camera so we'll be able to see something on the screen as well. I'm using CT4810. Basically it's a Sunblaster PCI. It has some nickname, not word, but something like this, in the drivers it's a Sunblaster PCI, and as you can see it was just booted up really damn quickly, and I am enjoying this. Installing Windows 98 SE was like a dream. It was really fast. It's really cool. So what am I doing here? If you are watching Phil's Computer Lab, you might have seen this nice thingy here. I'm trying to move closer just because of the IDE cable. It's really hard to rotate it to move to a very visible place. So that's it. This is the IDE to SD card or SD card adapter using a Molex plug or a floppy. I ordered this from eBay like in February, and it's never arrived. Well, this one is for AliExpress. I lost the money on it, but it's quite cheap, like $10 or something. It's pretty cool. It has indication for like power, if you have the SD card in it or not, and even if you are utilizing it, you see the green one blinking. You don't, because I have the cable there, but let me just open something. It should blink, but it's just crazy fast. So, well, yeah, I'm using 16 gigabyte ScanDist Ultra something, 80 megabit per second, really fast one. That was expensive actually, and yeah, because of the IDE it will only use like a 30 or 32 megabyte per second or something, maybe 66, I'm not sure. I should test it later on. And yeah, so it's a pretty fast system this way. I will definitely switch the CPU, and I will also, well, what I will do, yeah, switching the GPU as well, and put it in a nice modern case. I will add a floppy drive later on, and a CD or DVD drive. I should just find some nice, I'm planning on black, so finding black ones is not that easy, but I will do that. And yeah, have this for the noises and stuff. And I'm definitely testing this 800 MHz Pentium 3 as well, maybe a bit compression with the 600 MHz one, and I'm just keeping the stuff I'm interested in this PC. So I have Quake demo versions just to save in storage, GLQuake, Quake II demo, Quake III demo, Unreal Tournament, UT 2003. I just love this Age of Empires expansion. I played it in my childhood light day and night. It was really fun, and the 3D marks, of course. So this will be the basic test suit, just going through 3D marks and Quake as usual. And yeah, and then I will make a video about switching to a Tulatine, maybe just after I've made a lot of stability testing. But I will definitely make a video about, switching the case or putting everything. It will be a build video, which is quite new format for me. I don't know how I will manage the camera. I will just want to try it, so, and you will decide if you like this kind of videos and that I should like put together pieces or something. I'm definitely will just make it faster, speed it up or something like this, 2 times the speed, 4 times, something like that, so it might not be that boring. So, sorry about it, was just a very talkative video without a lot of testing, but yeah, I will add it later. Maybe I'm just going to some Quake games and yeah, see the rest of it. Okay, yeah, see you later. Okay guys, so I've decided to test the PC as it is right now. This is the Pentium 3 800MHz with the GeForce 2 MX 400, and this is a GLQuake 640 by 480 and 16 bits, or I hope so. Sure. So I will test the system only with 16 bits, and I have 211.1 FPS. It's just crazy. So I will test everything with 16 bits, including the 3D Mark, which I've done already, and everything was just really smooth and stable, so it's pretty good. I will include the 3D Mark results in the end of the video as usual. So right now we'll just go through all the usual benchmarks. Okay, so this is 800 by 600 now. And we have 147.9 FPS. Pretty amazing. Okay, and as you can see, it's really snappy. It's crazy fast, I would say. Like with a modern PC with SSD, of course, it's old OS and old games, but still, the user experience itself is pretty amazing, I would say. And it's not even the 218, just the 800MHz one. So 95.7 in 1024 by 768. I always want to type just general console commands. Okay, so 1280 by 1024. I think Quake was happy with this one. Here we are. It's a little bit slower. At least it perceives. I already started playing this game like more levels than I ever did, so it's really fun. Okay, so we have 59.5. I would say VSyncs, but as you saw, it's not. It's just really close to 60. So that was Quake 1, and let's check out the Quake II demo. And this is the Quake II demo. Let's see if it works. It said it's scaled, it's not working, and so on. But basically, it will do this loop. That's pretty fast. So what we have here is 180. So this is the best score so far. We had 174, 172, but I will include the latest. So let's check out 800 by 600. And see, it's pretty fast. And I don't need much here. Just let it do its job. Do a few runs. Okay, crazy fast. And yeah, 172, 172, 173. It's glorious. And let's try out 1024 by 768. Okay. What do we need? Ah, 0. Okay. Still crazy fast. Okay, it could be horrible to just watch this fast thing. 137, 37, 37, and 161, the one I interrupted. So 137.3, it's still really amazing, and it's just the GeForce 2 MX. So yeah, 1280 by 960, because other resolutions are not supported that much. Yep, text is small, but otherwise, okay, it's noticeably slower. I was also able to check out the clocks of the card in the retimer. I'm not sure if it's true, but the core is 100 MHz only, and 166 for the memory, which is could be true. Okay, let's see how we stand. 94.0, 94, 94.1, 94.5. It's glorious. You could go like 1600 by 1200 something if I would be able to. It's really fast. Okay, so that was Quake II. Let's check out Quake III. Quake III here, maximum settings in 16-bit color, 640 by 480, and we don't have demo 4 here, but we have demo 1, so let's just try this one. And I think I enabled the frame rate display, hopefully. Okay, it's fast enough, and as you can see, the frame rate there, it's pretty high, sometimes just above 100 in a matter of times. And yeah, here we are, 95.5. It's crazy, it's really good. So let's go higher to 800 by 600, so you can see light maps and everything is enabled. Let's do the same demo just to be consistent. The whole setup is just below 2 gigs now, so I could install the full version as well. So, but it's just fine, testing and some fun. This card's image is really sharp in general. It's really good MX card. I love this one. And we have 91.2, so 91.2, which is still very tiny, a little bit lower than previous. 1024 by 768. Quickly go into demo. There we are. It's loading in from the SD card. It's kind of fast for like just hanging here for a moment and then when in the game it's pretty good. Still we have some frames above 100, but even around 30 as well sometimes. Textures also were sharp. Maybe I'm just used to the real 128 now. That's why. Cool. And we have 74.1. Pretty gorgeous. Oh, not yet. System. We could go with 1280 by 1024 for sure. It will be just a little bit off screen sometimes, but it's fine. And it's loading in. Yeah, it's definitely way above the 100. I think it's the MX limitation in memory bandwidth. It's definitely below 30 sometimes. So it takes longer. And here we are. We have 48.1. It's still pretty good. So what we do now, let's just try out Unreal Tournament and UT 2003 just to take a look, nothing else. Unreal Tournament here maxed out, and 16-bit 800 by 600 and OpenGL renderer. The Direct 3D works also without glitches, but it's way slower, like around the 30s and 40s, even in 640 by 480. For some reason it's not really working for me, but as you can see now, we have the average around 86. It's pretty good, pretty smooth, a bit dark even if I just increase the brightness to its maximum. It's still a bit dark, but looks nice overall, so just missed. And yeah, you can see we're just above 80, 84, 85. So quickly check out a little bit higher, 1024 by 768. Cool, pre-caching. Let me just turn off the time demo and turn it back on. And yeah, restarting our new average. And I would expect something around this 60 FPS mark, a bit higher, like we're at 66, 67, 69, 70. Well, it's still going up a bit. And going up down a notch here, like 54 for a moment. But our average is 72 something. It's really fast, and it's 1024 by 768. So it could be the CPU, the platform, could be that fast. Oh, that looks really sharp. So 1280 by 1024. Let me just reset this here. Pretty much it. And yeah, we maxed out the game, even if it's not 32 bits. It looks really sharp and clear and nice, so not an issue. And we are still above 60 in general. Pretty good. Yeah, it was a little drop. I think that's because of a GPU memory bandwidth, but still, it's pretty fast computer. What I'm mostly interested in is the CPU performance between the 800MHz Pentium 3 and the 218 at 1.4, and I'm still hoping that it will work. I haven't tested the CPU yet, so just hoping this project will go somewhere. So this was another tournament, and it's pretty good, pretty nice. And finally, UT 2003 demo here. 640 by 480, 16 bits, everything at the lowest, but we have 4 bots enabled as the default for this level. The other level, as Bastos, is faster, like but 10 or 20 frames, or sometimes even better. But yeah, this is the most demanding, the usual I'm trying out here. And we are in the 20s and 30s, which is pretty good, I would say. And of course, no graphical glitches or large hiccups or anything. It's okay. It's pretty good. It looks nice. Nice and playable, I would say. Pretty good. Maybe a bit too much for the GeForce 2, also for the CPU, but as you can see, it's playable. Love it. Unacceptable frame rates, absolutely. Sliding on is not the best weapon, but usable. Don't even know what I'm planning. Okay. So, that was the Pentium 3 800, the newly built PC with the GeForce 2 MX. Sorry that I haven't included Half-Life and maybe other favorites. Those games will be in the Pentium 3 600 still, with the MX cards and everything I will include. And later on, maybe when I finish this PC, I will also install Half-Life and the other games, maybe newer ones as well, because it will be just a decent PC. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, this new PC. Let me just move the camera a bit. So, this beauty, I already love it. So, and yeah, I will continue as soon as basically the new modern case will arrive, and we will jump to this retro PC building type of video in the next one. So you can find the game scores and the 3D mask scores at the end of the video as usual. So I hope you enjoyed this video and see you again in the next one. Also, please subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and the usual YouTube stuff. So once again, bye bye.